Well, part of the reason why the Cyprus situation is so difficult to deal with is that Cyprus, like Ireland and like Iceland, has a very large financial market relative to the size of its economy. Cyprus, in fact, is a tax haven. It offers reduced tax rates for individuals or for companies who hold deposits on the island's banks, and that's, together with tourism, that's a major source of income. So this is the type of situation that you create when, on the one hand, you have a big appetite in the world because there's a lot of liquidity for safe havens and tax havens on the one hand, and on the other, what you have is islands like Cyprus or countries like Cyprus that essentially don't have the institutions, don't have the history, don't have the pedigree to handle this type of a situation effectively, and things have gotten out of control. You see, Switzerland plays the same role in the global economy, but of course they know how to handle the situation. I don't think we will ever see a bailout of Switzerland. But so far we've had this problem with Iceland and with Ireland, and in the past there's been other problems with other safe havens. Now in this case, what makes it particularly difficult is that, of course, Cyprus is part of the Eurozone, right? And then on top of that, there is a major source of funding that has been going into the financial system there, coming from Russia. And it turns out that many of the companies or the individuals from Russia that have been putting money into banks in Cyprus happen to be very well connected with the Kremlin. And this is why, of course, President Putin is making so much noise about this, because some of the very rich Russian people who, with political connections, are going to be losing 10–12% of their money. Yeah, the problem with these economies with outsized financial systems that essentially have attracted money either with very high interest rates like Iceland or with very low tax rates like Ireland or Cyprus is that you need to have an infrastructure in place, regulation, legal system, everything, an institutional infrastructure so that the place is safe. Now, of course, you could say, well, why did people put money into those banks in those places if they knew that the foundations, the institutional foundations, were not that solid? Well, of course, there's always people who are willing to risk things. Now, the problem is when individual decisions accumulate into systemic risk. And the problem, of course, with Cyprus is that not only the country is unprepared to deal with anything like this, but it is also part of the Eurozone. And so it has the potential of destabilizing everything. Now, having said that, I would like to add that I think the finance ministers from the European Union essentially made the wrong decision over the weekend, because it kind of sends the signal that this could happen somewhere else, that they could actually impose a similar kind of solution elsewhere, like in Spain or Italy. And that's, again, the problem with the potential, the greater risk for a bank run in other Eurozone countries whose financial system is also shaky.